all the cross-examinations, questions thrown into the testifiers, I mean the masked DSS men, they are at least, resounding it, replying it with I don't know, meaning the testifiers are criminals. The people that are brought forward to testify against Nnamdi Kanu were paid mercenaries who have loaded their brain with all manners of falsified information and witnesses. Listen to me. The cross-examinations by Kanu Agabi, the leader of Nnamdi Kanu legal team, is witnessing the greatest surprise of his life. The masked men are liars. The masked men are committing an act of treachery against an innocent Igbo man. I'm telling you that federal government of Nigeria, out of all clarity, just decided to bring back another pogrom. The same thing that happened in 1966. They will just rope Igbo man, come up with all manners of allegation that Igbo man has done this, Igbo man has done that, Igbo man has done coup. That was how they assembled, circled Igbos in the north, in the southwest, everywhere in Nigeria, and they started disaliving them, slaughtering them, murdering them, killing every Igbo man on the street of Kanu State, Sokoto State, Kaduna State, Lagos State, everywhere, except the former Bender State, where Choma, Kaduna, and Zogo come from. You witness such serenity in the former Bender State, you will actually know that Igbo man is thoroughly rejected in other regions of Nigeria. The slaughtering that took place 55, 56, 57, 58 years ago was orchestrated by journalism. Evil journalism of the British Axis. The UK, the British man, BBC, British Broadcasting Genocide, actually announced that it was Igbo that orchestrated the coup of 1966. That's why the whole Fulani Janjaweeds, they ganged up with the British-sponsored Nigerian military clique and started slaughtering, shooting, disaliving, committing mutiny across all the barracks in Nigeria. And the mutiny was against only Igbo officers. The Igbo officers were killed in their large number. In the whole barracks in the southwest, the whole barracks in the northeast, the whole barracks in the core west. It stretched across to the former Gongola state, where they killed every Igbo farmers in Adamawa forest, Cameroon forest, everywhere. They started killing Igbo. Oga lies. The same lies that are establishing other allegations again today against Nnamdi Kanu. They are telling lies in the court. No, as I'm talking to you, because Nnamdi Kanu is in the court. Why? They want to spring up, stir up uproar, uprising against Igbo nation. It seems that we have acquired back all our wealth, all our houses, all our properties they have stolen many years ago. That's why they want to stir up another allegation lies against Nnamdi Kanu so that it is going to escalate. Yes, Igbo phobia, Igbo hate, Igbo abhorrence. They detest the Igbo race. Why? Because we are more intelligent, more educated, we are more industrious than all other nationalities here. That's why you see them coming out with all manners of chat. I don't hear Igbo. That is hatred. If you don't hear Igbo, go and honk transformer. Igbo man hears your own language. Why don't you hear Igbo? You come up with all manners of hate speeches against people, persons that are busy doing their own business. Today now in the court, you will see many lies. There's fires wearing masquerade. There's fires masking up their faces. Are the major committer of what? Act of treachery, malice. Bringing up all manners of malicious accusation and allegation against Nnamdi Kanu could never ever be what? Accepted. It is unaccepted by me. Well, any other Igbo man has not accepted it or has accepted it. I, Raf, Tresvant, I have not accepted it, and I cannot ever. And I couldn't have done that. I could not, never have accepted illegal, falsified accusation and allegation against an innocent man that was busy doing his normal business of agitation all over the world. Guinness Book of Records scored him #1 in the world. Yes, Transparency International recognized Biafra agitation as the best and most peaceful. United Nations organization, member nations all over the world actually agreed to offer, gift, establishment, properties, embassies, of United States of Biafra across the whole Central America, Northern America. Europe, they allowed it in Hamburg, Austria, UK, the same UK, Ireland, yeah, Ireland is among UK, Germany, Switzerland, Greeks, everywhere in Europe, Biafra embassy. Why? Because that organization is a peaceful organization. They are tired of Nigeria, double standards. They are tired of Nigerian bribery and corruption system. They are tired of Nigerian polluted political system. They are tired of Nigeria, all manners of deception and lies going on within the system in this country. That's why they are doing what they are doing outside African continent. Even most of the countries in Africa, both Francophones and Anglophones, allowed Biafra embassies, Biafra agitation, Biafra, sovereignty, athletes to exile in that country, in those countries, because Biafra is real. I don't stop anybody that is agitating for his own nation. The Arive, the Fulani bush dwellers, Arive organization, the Hausa man himself, the gullible man in the North, United States of Hausas. I am not perturbed. I am not disturbed. Nothing is disturbing me about agitation of Biafra. I am not perturbed. I have the right to agitate for self-determination. I'm telling you the truth. I don't care what the government of the day is doing to make sure that they incarcerate an innocent man. It is impossible for Nnamdi Kanu to be jailed. Instead, rather, Kanu is going to jail them. Anybody that is coming forward to threat Nnamdi Kanu or to judge him or to sentence him is a terrorist. Nigerian court is a terrorist. A court that has actually disappointed the common man. They post there as an institution that could give you justice anytime you are infringement. You are infringed. You are infringed. They infringe on your rights. You go there for justice, they will give you injustice. No trust anymore. Look at the whole globe. They are watching. On a global framework, Nigerian judiciary has gone. They are not trustworthy. Play hanky-panky. Deception of the highest order. That's why we are not relying on the court anymore. Federal government of Nigeria has insisted on committing court contempt, accusing innocent Nigerians of not obeying the court. They commit court contempt on daily basis because the judiciary has become a rubber stamp, stooge to the Department of Executive, Tinubu office. The presidency is in control of the whole local government, government development, LCDA, in Lagos, in Oyo, in Anambra, in Enugu, everywhere. It is answerable. Every department from state level to federal are answerable to the office of the presidency. Monkeys, Monkey Republic, a country that just bears federal for mouth. Is that how you respect federal in America? Do you know the meaning of federal? When any issue get to the federal, okay, it's an untouchable issue and justice must be there. Justice must prevail. Study USA system and come here be telling lies to Africa. You are giant of Africa. Federal Republic of thief. And the whole world now, Western Europe has penciled you down. Terrorist country. You know how many platforms we have here that are subjected to this kind of act, inhuman act to humanity. You have like Arua, a terrorist organization. You have Mahawuda, a terrorist organization. You have Boko Haram, a terrorist organization. ISWAP, ISIS, affiliated with Boko Haram. ISWAP, a terrorist organization. Katurias, Riaras, herdsmen that are controlling cows, a terrorist organization. They are busy maiming and killing, disaliving people in various vicinities in Adamawa State. They are terrorist organization. Yet, the Department of Judiciary, because they are stooges and rubber stamps to our legal system, to our judiciary, the court across the country could not have that impetus, could not do that to prescribe Katuriaras that are slaughtering Nigerians, slaughtering Igbo, slaughtering Yoruba, slaughtering Hausa mid-belt. What are we saying even in the South? They are there in Delta, Edo State, slaughtering farmers. Nigerian soldiers could not do anything because they have been reintegrated into our army. And today, they are in control of our army. It is when you tell army man, Nigerian soldier to go to Southeast and fight. They will go there and disalive the whole Igbos. The whole Igbo youths. Fighting selective insecurity. The fight or war against insecurity in Nigeria is selective. They discriminate. They are not coming out with squarely war against insecurity in Nigeria. Because there are some regions that has been neglected and looked down on, rejected and marginalized. And that is in the southeastern Nigeria. Today, Onyendu is in the court. And that is the reason why they are taking him to court. He actually came up and educated the whole Nigerians on reasons why we should back down on affiliating, uniting, integrating with the Fulani headers. That Fulanis are strangers in Nigeria and they have come to destroy Nigeria. Now people are charging him in the court, because he said, take up arms and enjoy yourself. What did the DG say of the State Security Service? What did the TY Theophilus Danjuma say about self-defense? Have you not heard what Hope Uzodinma said? That IPOB is not responsible for assassination of Gulak Mohammed. I'm telling you that there are people that are murdering, killing, slaughtering Nigerians. They are going free. They are in the State House. They are in the National House of Assembly. They are in the various secretaries across northern region of Nigeria. They are going on free, sponsoring insurgency. Their names were compiled, sent from UAE. And the former administration of Muhammad Buhari could not look into it because he's one of them. Buhari is the one that spoiled Nigeria. Since 2015, inception of insurgency in Nigeria. He masterminded it. Banditry, brigandage in Nigeria. Bandits. Who brought banditry into our system? Buhari. Who made Boko Haram an institution of what? Financial gains. He monetized Boko Haram. They were using it as a money-making machine, ventures in the Northeast today. And our military forces are looking, applauding him because he's a Fulani man. Look at Gumi's extradition the other day from Saudi Arabia. It is a welcome situation. Gumi, a cleric, is a murderer, discussing and parleying, befriending bandits in the bush, in the forest. They want you to come with evidence until when they kill you. They want Nnamdi Kanu to come with evidence until when they finally annihilate him or strangulate him in the prison. They want evidence. Nigeria evidence na evidence. Nigeria evidence na thwarted evidence because they have succeeded on buying our judiciary. And the common man has no hope anymore in the courts.
Okay, but you know, expect today, Nnamdi just landed, I'm going to report now, he has just arrived, the court, and at the same time, do you not think that there will be confusion in the court, and at the same time, do you not think this witness should Justice Omoto should take action? Because I'm going to report, they say what, is affiliated with a law firm that he never worked with the DSS and department. Should Omoto not take action against him?
Thank you so much. They have lied already, lying to a competent court of jurisdiction, the highest, the uppermost court in Nigeria. A liar come forward as a testifier, masquerading his face, and nobody has actually known his identity. They bribed him. And because he proves or behaves as if he's a government Pekin. Government Pekin is a factor in Nigeria. If you're a government Pekin, you are untouchable. They should actually unmask the masked man today, or masked man. And they should face charges of what? Act of treachery. They committed treachery against Daniel. Daniel was exonerated. The man that committed the act of treachery was thrown into the den of lion. Lion had to consume him. He became food to lion. So the testifiers should be charged. They are lying. They brought a fake testifier representing federal government, a fake government that has actually turned their back, killed and inherited the whole Nigerians. Nigerians are dying. Fake government is brought in, fake charges, fake witnesses, fake testifiers to nail an innocent man. It is against the law. It's an infringement against Nnamdi Kanu's constitutional rights. They must arrest them. Arrest the masked men now. they are bearing false witness against an innocent man. The masked testifiers, witnesses should be arrested. They are not DSS agents. That's why the Department of State Security Service has listed themselves so that people should go into the court and unmask the masked men so that DSS will be an exalted, sacrosanct, respected institution. They are. Failure to do so, DSS, their pedigree, their integrity has dragged on the mud. Poto. Paid mercenaries are spoiling your name. I think it's the right time Omotoche takes action against fake testifiers. I'm telling you, they are fake. The highest deceptive traps so far to nail Onyendo Hamadike one of Igbo land, Nnamdi Kanu, has failed. It's a ploy, it's a plan, it's a plot, it's a scheming to bring him down, and it has failed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Light. Oh, I'm copying you. Yeah. Light, you just brought yourself another case. No. He will come in. We're greeting his family members. Part of the
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hold on. How are you? Morning, brothers. Who is pressing my gun? No. Not very well. I have an injection with you. Okay, very well.
Chico, ya está. Sorry.
Self-defense is a constitutional right. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and customary international law. Therefore, I make no apologies for pursuing Biafra relentlessly and determinedly. It can never stop. Those who underestimate our resolve do so at their own peril. As I've said before, we are not alive, we are dead already. When you see men, you will understand how determined we are. But there is one thing we have resolved to do. From today onwards, the death of every Biafran will be avenged. If you kill a Biafran, you will be killed. No matter who you are, we will keep pursuing you until you die. You have no peace and you have no rest. I'm saying it on video that the whole world may understand. In 1966, the world kept quiet as Biafrans were slaughtered in their numbers, 300,000 in the north. 67 to 70, over 3.5 million people were killed. Nobody stood trial for it. Rwanda lost less than 100,000 people. ICC and international courts were convened to try those who were responsible, or should I say, those who were culpable. The same thing in Liberia. But because you killed us between 66 and 1970 and nothing happened, and from 1945 to 1966 and nothing happened, that was the reason, or should I say, that is the reason why the Fulanis will keep coming to kill us on a daily basis. Right now, from this day onwards, if you kill us, we are going to kill you. The men are ready. They have come to defend Biafra land, not to separate from Nigeria, no. We are going to accomplish that via a referendum. But if you come to our villages now to rape our mothers or abduct our sisters, you will die in the process. Any governor found aiding any of these people or giving our land to Fulani Janjaweed will be in trouble with us. Let me make one thing abundantly clear to all of you listening. We have resolved to die for what we believe in. And our belief is simple, very, very simple, that we are going to defend the land of Biafra with all our might. Not in pursuit of secession, as the idiots would say, but in pursuit of the defense of our land so that our mothers can go to the farm without the risk of being raped and torn to pieces. Some of you saw what happened at Uli. How a very beautiful young Biafran lady went to the farm and never came back. She was not only raped, her body was mutilated, cut into pieces and strewn all across her farmland. None of you did anything. Nnamdi State Governor did nothing. Instead, he went along to appoint the same people that committed such heinous crime against the land itself into his cabinet. These are the idiots we are having to contend with in the land of Biafra. And we are saying enough is enough. If you're part of this very conspiracy to emasculate the children of God, to destroy Biafra land, then you are grossly mistaken. I know that the Fulani Janjaweed are not highly educated, they are not polished, they are not discerning, they cannot reason very well. Let me make this very, very clear. The Eastern Security Network is what it is. An organized vigilante outfit, rather than restricting the activities of the defense of our land to maybe Enugu State or Delta State or even Bayelsa State, for instance. We have resolved to defend the entirety of Biafran territory. Allow me to repeat, because some of you are not educated enough to understand what we are saying. I am addressing this to the Fulani Janjaweed. Allow me to repeat. The Eastern Security Network is there to safeguard our land, to stop Fulani terrorists from Mali, from Gambia, from coming into our land to kill us. Our mothers must return to their farms, and our daughters must be able to move about very, very freely. The only way out of the mess people are in Nigeria is that people should stop talking and doing the work necessary to free everybody from this Fulani-inspired bondage. Today, people died, or should I say a lawmaker was killed in Yoruba land. This same day, today, in Benue State, 4 people were killed. Even in Katsina, young boys were abducted, and girls, as a matter of fact, from the dormitories. That is the level of insecurity in Nigeria. People are dying on a daily basis. Are you going to sit down, just lament, talk about it, and nothing happens? Or are you going to join us to ensure that this reign of Fulani terrorism and insecurity is brought to an end? That is what we are for. That is why this very security outfit has been set up. And that is the work they are going to do. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody is going to stop us. Extrajudicial killings will no longer be tolerated.
Good everyone, thanks for joining me in this video. This is late evening of the 27th day of May, being Tuesday, 2025. Tomorrow being 28, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, will be in court to continue the trial between him and the federal government of Nigeria. In the previous court proceedings, where they stopped, remember that the defending team, that is the counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, they were asking the Department of State Service witness question like, how did you people kidnap Nnamdi Kanu and brought him to court? And the DSS witness, you remember what he said, that he don't know how Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and brought into Nigeria. So I think these are the parts that they will start, the cross-examination tomorrow. Like I always said, I am not a lawyer, I am not a judge, and I did not attend any legal school in Nigeria. When I mean legal school, I'm talking about law school, okay? I did not attend any law school in Nigeria. But if I were to be a lawyer, I think this is where this case will also have a problem. By the virtue of the declaration of the Supreme Court that Nnamdi Kanu's disappearance when the Python dance happened in his house where people were killed, by that declaration, it means that Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail, according to the Supreme Court, that he escaped for his life. And if he escaped, how he returned matters a lot. That is very important. And I know that this will be a bone of contention tomorrow. It is going to be expect a radical court section tomorrow. Expect, controversy in a court session tomorrow, because I don't think that the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu will just allow the case to die like that, because this is what I have been waiting to hear. This is what I've been waiting to see. Who kidnapped this man and brought him to Nigeria? If there is no court declaration about how he left Nigeria, I think we could say, okay, let's forget about that. But if the Supreme Court has declared that this man did not jump bail, he ran away, for his life. The Python now was declared as illegal, invading his house when he's enjoying his bail, preparing to go to court the following day. And the federal government fully knowing well that when he gets to court, there are possibility that Nnamdi Kanu will be free. That is what they told them. Because of that, they now went to his house to assassinate him. And he fled. So that is apart. About 4 days ago, there is something that happened. People that normally, take time to watch what is going on, they will understand what I'm saying. Among these news medias, I'm talking about Premium Times, Sarah Reporters, the Vanguard, the Channels Television, the Guardian. All of them reported this thing just in one day. There is something they reported. And what could that be? They were reporting about the sit at home, how many billions of naira they lost in the southeast, or whether it's trillion, I don't know, because of the sit at home. And I see that these people reported this thing, unanimously. So I am trying to know, where do they get the fact? Where do they get the figure? I say, okay, maybe this one did not matter. Where they get the figure, it's not important. But for them to report this thing just in one day, it means that someone must have pushed the narrative to them, and someone must have paid them that, oh, you people need to do this. You people need to report about this, because we are looking for, things that we are going to use in the court and so on and so forth. But it's not important. Sit at home is a civil disobedience. If someone decides to sit in his home as a civil disobedience, I do not see any crime about that. I do not see any crime. That if someone sits at home, meaning the person has committed a crime, it's not a crime. So if someone wants to sit at home forever, let them sit at home forever. And people don't still understand what is going on about this Nnamdi Kanu case. Why? Because it doesn't affect them. They are just hearing it. They have never experienced what they are talking about. They have never experienced what Nnamdi Kanu normally talks about. So if you have not experienced such a thing, it will be very difficult for you just to understand the process and also feel what these people are feeling. So I do not blame anyone who sits at home. Yeah, sitting at home is not a crime. Sitting at home will not make people to commit crime. So if there is anybody that commit crime or sit at home, they should go after the person. And we have a lot of stories where police were, pushing people to sit at home. If they see you on the road, they will ask you, don't you know that today is sit at home? Well, come on. So this issue is one of the most complicated issues I've ever seen in my life. This issue of Nnamdi Kanu and the court case is one of the most controversial. But Let's see how it goes.